Hello, my name is Max. I'm going to do a reading today on Travis Kelce. Will be in regards to his fiancee Taylor Swift. So I've done a reading on Taylor mainly, and I thought it'd be interesting to see what we get with Travis. See what's going on with him. Uh, he's kind of an interesting fella, a good looking fella. Um, but he's kind of interesting. He almost seems like maybe not a great fit for her. I mean, considering uh, just the way they look, the way they act. I mean, she's like more of an artist, musician type, and I understand. People can date whoever they want, and they date who they're attracted to, and he's a good-looking dude, right? So, and he's rich, he's successful, so. But I thought I'd be curious to see what comes up. So I'm gonna. This one's gonna be. I'm gonna do a. I'll do a 10 card uh, Celtic cross for Travis Kelce, and we'll see what happens. Because I am really curious to see. I hope you are too. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, this is Travis Kelce. Okay, here we go. Okay, Queen of Cups upright. Eight of Pentacles reversed. The Lovers reversed. The Hangman upright. The Empress reversed. Two of Pentacles upright. King of Wands reversed. The World reversed. Nine of Cups reversed. King of Swords reversed. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, so this is for Travis Kelce in regards to, mainly in regards to his fiancee Taylor Swift, but it is kind of just a general reading, okay? So we start with, okay, this is the center card here. This is what covers him. This is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a woman, obviously. It's a woman. Generally a powerful woman. It even indicates a pale-skinned woman, actually, a pale woman. So this indicates affection, comfort that comes from a woman. So it's a comforting card. It's a positive emotional card. So this indicates it can indicate happiness, compassion, romance, love. So this is kind of indicates like love from a woman, okay? And in this case, actually, it's a pale-skinned woman. Uh, so that's interesting, right? That a male athlete would have as a center card uh, a card signifying his fiance. That's kind of a good sign, right? So let's move on. So crossing the center card is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is like work without reward, or laziness. It's like a lack of work expecting a reward. So this is like it's kind of like it's laziness basically. It's like a free. You're thinking free money, or I'm going to get something for free. That's the kind of energy I'm getting, and that's really what the card signifies. It signifies not working but expecting that something in return. Um, so, um, this is a card of like work for money. It's a card of career. It's a card about money and working for that money. Um, and so just see it reversed like this. And seeing it as the crossing energy, which is really interesting. Because Taylor Swift is very successful, very wealthy, has a lot of money, and we know like an athlete, they have money in the beginning, but they usually don't have any money at the end. The money runs out really quick, and because usually an athlete they're not working, most of their life. They're only working. Their lifespan is in their career. Their career lifespan is very very brief. Like 10 years or something, or less than that. Um, so this is this indicates like a need for money, or uh, hoping to get money for nothing, or hoping to get money without work. And that kind of makes sense because he's an athlete, and you only work a few years and then you're done. So this could indicate concerns for him, though, his own, uh, just concerning, it kind of designates or refers to his lack of financial stability long term, right? So this is kind of concerning because we have a money card over like a romance card. Um, so it indicates money could be a factor, in this relationship. Let's move on here. So in the crowning card, you're not going to believe this. So the crowning card is the lovers reversed. So this is, it's kind of like a lack of attraction. Um, this could indicate a relationship, but it's a relationship that doesn't have a lot of spark to it. There's not a lot of passion there. Uh, this is really interesting, isn't it? I mean, having the lovers card as the crowning card in Travis Kelce's reading here, but the lovers card is reversed. Um, so we're kind of leading into that Eight of Pentacles reversed, thing here, where this is not all about the spark. It's not all about the romance. It's really, there's something other than heat. There's something other than the spark, something other than the chemistry, something other than physical attraction here. And this really indicates unwanted affection, um, or you don't have any affection or attraction. There's some element here that's saying there is no spark. This is the crowning card, so this is where his head is at, and he's like, I'm not feeling it. This is kind of what this is. I'm not feeling it. So this would be the ultimate card if it was upright. The ultimate. I mean, this would be a key that things are going to be very good, or at least we know there's a lot of attraction on his part. There's a lot of desire on his part, a lot of sexual attraction, a lot of drive, a lot of spark. So when it's reversed like this, it's putting like wet leaves on a campfire, man. It's like all smoke and no heat, and so this is interesting. Okay, in the recent past, we have the hangman. Hangman is like it's stalling, it's sacrificing something, it's learning something. It's a card about knowledge, and a card of like sacrificing to get that knowledge. Um, I'll have to let this one ruminate for a minute here. But in any case, the hangman indicates delay. Indicates a delay or a stop or a pause. Like hold on, and it's like it is about new knowledge. It's about learning things. Something comes into your view, that gives you pause. There's something about pausing here, waiting, and something about learning. Something is coming into view, has come into view that is giving you pause, or that's you're at least you're getting your foot off the brake here. This is this is a card of like waiting and seeing, wait and see type thing. Um, so in the deep past, we have the Empress reversed. So this is a card of uh, this is like a money card. This is a money card for sure. So this is like a need for money. That's what this indicates. This indicates a need for money, a need for someone to take care of you, a need for someone to give you what you need. So it's a money card. So indicates a lack of money, a need for money, a desire for money. Um, uh, so it's a card of if it was upright again, if this card was upright, uh, this would be a card of wealth, and a card of a really kind of it would be a really nurturing energy, a really strong, healthy, nurturing energy that gives you everything you need. I mean, this is a major arcana card, and so to me that major arcana cards can kind of signify things to a degree not signified by lesser cards. So this is reversed. So this indicates a strong desire or need for money. It indicates a lack of money, and comfort. Could indicate comfort, but I'm getting money here. Um, to me, this card is all about money, and of course, yes, it's a feminine card, and it could be um, about not wanting or not getting um, the maternal aspects. This isn't really a sexual card, but it is a card of like nurturing and making sure. So this is actually, what this is? This is actually a card of like kind of being clingy almost. This is almost like an energy of clinging too. So this is almost like there's like a feminine force, probably Taylor Swift, that is clingy. That is like not. It's kind of like not giving him his space, or is coming on too strong, or there's some aspect of it that is like a little too much. Like she wants him a little too much, or needs him a little too much, or expects too much from him, and that would very much align with the Lover's card reversed. So this could be a kind of a clingy feminine energy, or even an unwanted feminine energy. But also, in addition to, as I said, a need for money, um, and a search for money, looking for money, requesting money, something like that. So in the near future, we have upright the Two of Pentacles, again a money card here. So this is a card that would indicate two different choices. Like it's a card of like embroilment. There's like maybe too much going on, or there's a decision to be made. This is also a card of concerning money. So it's like, do I have enough? Will I have enough? So it's really about choices. Like maybe he's considering, maybe Taylor is one person he's considering, and there's another person or something. It could be that. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but it does mean like he's having a problem making a decision. He's got to make a decision, and he's not making a decision. Which could be indicated by the hangman card. It's kind of like a stalling, and like, okay, wait. I thought I wanted to do this, but I'm not sure now. That's everything. So this is a very interesting card. So this indicates a choice. There's choices to be made. He's debating in his mind what to do. He's kind of overwhelmed by the choices. The choices are not pleasant, but he has to decide. This is a card of decision making, and it's a card that actually, as I said, it indicates money. So money is a factor here in his decision. Money is a consideration when making this decision. We can say that safely with this card. But this is upright, and so he's looking for an answer. He doesn't have the answer yet. There's a choice to be made. Money is a factor. Okay, this is the card that indicates him. It indicates him or his energy. So this is the King of Wands King of Wands in reverse. Um, so the King of Wands normally is a really good card. It's a card of energy and enthusiasm and power and ideas and creativity. And I mean, it's a great, it's a terrific card. So when it's reversed, though, it's kind of like turning that energy in on itself. And um, so this is like kind of like almost like a bossiness, or it can be actually you expect too much from people. It's kind of like a critical energy, like you're critical, you're bossy, micromanagey, like you're angry. You can be angry, anger, displeasure of some sort, being judgmental. Um, it's kind of like when this card is upright, it's like the best boss you ever had, a guy of confidence and energy and enthusiasm and ideas and creativity. And then when it's reversed, it's kind of like the worst boss you ever had. And so it's like an angry person. This is like an angry person who's nitpicking. So not a great energy for him, especially considering he's newly engaged, and he is you consider him quite successful at this point. So to have this kind of energy, this critical, judgmental, angry, I see like anger here, and like being critical and not being positive or helpful. That's kind of like the energy I'm getting here. It's kind of like being counterproductive. And it's also a card of like, I'm just getting anger actually. So I'm getting anger and like maybe just a critical energy, a negative energy, that's not great. That's not great. You don't want to be around it. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. So this is really interesting. So we have this is in his environment. This is his house. This would be like where he, what's around him in his life. The world reversed. So, excuse me. So the world reversed. I mean, so the world upright is a very, very positive card. The world upright is a card of expansion and happiness and power, even, and mass communication and fame. Even fame is like getting a book published. Would be the world upright. Winning the Super Bowl would be the world upright. Getting married to a famous person would be the world upright, right? So this is like fame, but it's like oppressive to him in some way. There's something about fame he doesn't like, but it's also a card of like things aren't. He's not digging it. Like there's something about it he's not digging. There's something about it he doesn't like. There's something negative, or in his perception, he's not liking something big. There's something in his environment or in his world, in his career, in how he is perceived in the public sphere. There's something that he doesn't like. So this would be normally. This is a card of like opportunity and like expansion and happiness and freedom, and it's so like I said, I'd be like getting like a record contract or something, man. Publishing a hit album, or which I know Taylor Swift is doing, right? But or if you're a movie star, your big movie's coming out, but when it's reversed, it's like he doesn't. It's not. That's not what's happening, or that's not how it's being perceived. It's like almost like it's like an oppressive energy here that he's feeling, or that he's possibly creating. There's something that should be happy that's not happy. There's something that should be awesome, and it's like it sucks. There's something about the energy here that is off, and it's not good. So this indicates something should be successful. There should be victory, but it's not a victory, and it's actually more of a burden than anything. So this is like things maybe unraveling. Something. Normally, it's like you concluded something finished successfully, and there's like everything's kind of like tied up nicely. And this is like, no, things are like things are coming loose. Like things are, you're seeing cracks in the, in the facade here. It's something like that. It's like there's something wrong, and what should be perfect is not perfect, and not even close. So this indicates kind of like unhappiness and like some sort of like collapse from bright expectations, some sort of collapse from that, like a failure of like the bright expectations have been shattered, and then like there's not really. And now it's like kind of negative. Now it's you're looking forward to something that's more oppressive and not expansive, something that's shrinking instead of growing. So this is in his environment. So this is like indicates fame, and but it's like fame gone wrong, or fame that is not producing pleasure. It's like a can indicate a burden, but this is like not where you want to be, right here. Okay, so for this would be hopes. This is hopes, fears, and opportunities. It's the Nine of Cups in reverse. So hopes, fears, and opportunities. Nine of Cups in reverse. So Nine of Cups in reverse is, Nine of Cups upright is typically a very good card, and that would be a card of being newly engaged, definitely. Nine of Cups, next to, it's really not inferior to any card other than maybe the World upright, because the Nine of Cups is about being in your element and feeling good and feeling in control and almost feeling like a felicity and a good luck, a flow and a serendipity, and everything is kind of clicking, and everything's like the world is your oyster, and the world is obeying your will. It's like the world is what you want it to be right now. But when it's reversed like it is here, I see for Travis Kelce, again a negative energy, energy out of alignment, an energy out of alignment with his surroundings. That's what I see here is like a disharmony in his energy. Maybe even I see like a smugness or a haughtiness. This indicates disharmony. It could indicate future bad luck in a way, because normally this is a good luck card. If it's upright, it's like a good luck card. It's like you get this card in your personal reading, and this is like heck yes. It's it would indicate like make a wish. Go for something. If you're wondering about something, just assume it's going to go your way. When this is upright, it's a card of felicity and good luck. So when I see this, it kind of says maybe bad luck is on the horizon, because when your energy is disordered and is out of whack with your environment, when you're not in alignment with your surroundings, bad things happen. Obviously, bad things can happen within your body, like illness. I don't think this is a card of illness in this case, but this is like you're not in alignment, and also it means possibly a healthy person, a person who is healthy mentally and spiritually, would be happy in this situation, but you're not feeling it. This is like a card of like, it's like almost like you're happy, but it's a tight happy, like the kind of happiness you see like if you just beat an enemy, you defeated an enemy, that it's not like a free, bright, like childish happiness. It's a smugness. It's a tight happiness. It's like about like, yeah, I'm awesome. Yeah, like I beat you. Or there's something about it that says it's triumphant, but not in a triumphant way. It's like in a petty way, almost like a petty, smug way. Like you won, but you're happy that you won, or you think you're happy, but really you just feel tight and judgmental, and it'd almost be like if this is like an example I'm getting in my head, but I don't necessarily think it necessarily pertains to him, to Travis Kelce, but it would be like if you didn't like a girl, okay, but you saw this girl that you didn't like, and she was dating a guy that you didn't like, okay? And so you thought, I'm going to try to take this girl away from this guy because I'm not interested in this girl, but I really hate this guy. I don't like this guy, and I want to like show this guy that I'm more of a man than him, and I can. So I'm going to take his girl from him. Uh, that's the kind of energy I'm getting. I'm getting like, so you won something. So you won the girl, right? So now you have that guy that you didn't like. You have his girlfriend now, but you didn't want his girlfriend anyway. Like, so it's like a victory. I don't know if you call it a Pyrrhic victory. I don't think that really pertains here, but it's a victory. But it's like all you did was like mess up somebody else's relationship, and you think it's a victory. You know, you've created nothing. Nothing good has come of this. Only pain and heartbreak. Only misery has come from this. But you think you're a winner. But you really. But I'm not saying he did that. I'm not saying that at all. Okay, I'm not saying that necessarily. Okay, I'm just saying what this is the kind of energy that would be the kind of energy this card signifies. It would be you won, but what'd you win really? You didn't really want it anyway. It's just something like that. It's like you're out of alignment. Normally, if you have a victory, you want to feel great. So when it's a victory and you don't feel great, it's like it wasn't really a victory, you know. And it's like so anyway, I see this card as just a disalignment, a misalignment, a lack of harmony with his surroundings. It'd be like somebody going to a birthday party in a bad mood, you know, like you're going to somebody's birthday party, but you're like angry or something. It's like that. It's like there's just something off about it. It's something not good about it. Okay. So here we go. This is the outcome card. This is the final card in the this Celtic Cross Tarot spread. This is the final card for Travis Kelce. So we have the King of Swords reversed. King of Swords reversed. So this is King of Swords can indicate legal matters. It can indicate like police. I see this and I think also it's a card of like, when it's upright, it's a card of intelligence, a card of communication, a card of command. I mean, this is like kind of like a general. He's kind of, he's a. It would typically mean a high level of intelligence. When it's reversed, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing when I see it reversed, I see kind of like a cold energy, a harsh energy, almost like a cruelty. There's something cruel about it when it's reversed. When the King of Swords is reversed, there's like a cruelty and a viciousness to it, actually. So this is like you could say this is a cold energy, a harsh energy. So if he was in a legal matter or something, this could almost operate like a justice card. So it would be like a justice reversed. It would be no, or it would be you're on the wrong side of the law, or your case wasn't successfully adjudicated. So I don't know if he's having legal trouble, because this could indicate legal trouble. I know obviously Taylor Swift, she was in some sort of predicament with regarding Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. So I don't know if that her energy is bleeding over. I don't think so. In this case, but I'm just thinking that's the only legal aspect I'm aware of currently as far as what's available publicly. So I don't, but this typically does indicate, could indicate like legal matters or legal matters not going your way. But I'm getting more of like, this is his temperament. This is like the way he is. And this is kind of just his mode of like kind of like a harsh energy. This is just kind of what I'm getting. And obviously even marriage is a legal contract. It's a legal action. It's so that involves the courts. So this could indicate marriage, and as you see here, it is reversed. So it could indicate no marriage, or he doesn't want to get married. It could indicate that. What we're seeing here with these other cards, which I'll bring up in a minute here. We're seeing he has to make a decision. We're seeing Money is a concern for him. We're seeing like he's going into with a recent past where he's going into this energy. He's going into the present with this hesitancy indicated by the hangman. The hesitancy, this stalling, this waiting. But we have the lovers reversed. We have the Empress reversed. So the lovers reversed. That's like a lack of chemistry. There's no spark. There's no sexual fire. Empress reversed is like he needs money. He wants money. That's his desire. That's what he's concerned about. When you have a lifestyle like he does, I mean, the money's not gonna last long once you stop working. And I'm sure that day is approaching rapidly for a professional athlete. Once you stop working with that kind of lifestyle that he has, it's gonna end. That money will dry up really quick. And so I think that Empress reversed is indicating that. Let's see here. So this could just be like, I don't want to get married. Like this is what this King of Swords reverse could indicate, is he doesn't want to get married. He's got, in the near future, he's got Two of Pentacles. So it's like maybe there's somebody else, or he's debating something, and it has to do with money. Obviously this isn't necessarily, it may not necessarily be about Taylor. Maybe he's got another offer or something for money, like for a career, for maybe he wants to, it could be that, but I'm not seeing that. So I'm just saying I don't know, like I'm looking at these cards, I'm interpreting the cards, and I see, his center card being the Queen of Cups upright. I mean, that's obviously Taylor Swift. So we got to like insert her here. We have to assume that, she's a big part of this reading right here. And when I see this kind of just, I see all these cards, I'm kind of interpreting these cards in that light, in the light of his relationship with Taylor Swift. And it doesn't look great, honestly. I mean, from his angle, from his end, it doesn't look great. The Lover's card reversed, King of Swords reversed, the King of Wands reversed, the World reversed, Two of Pentacles. I mean, and then you have that Eight of... you have this Eight of Pentacles reversed. So this is like, right on top of the Queen of Cups, Taylor Swift. Right on top of Taylor Swift, we have money for nothing. This is, it's like laziness, no work. I don't have to work, or I'll have her when I don't have to work. Or when I don't have money, I'll have her, or something like that. There's something about not having money, not wanting to work for money, and that's what it's about. And it's right on Taylor Swift's card here. So the Queen of Cups. So as far so for this reading, it's generally not a positive reading. If we're talking about the marriage of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, it doesn't look positive to me, at least from his side. It doesn't look that great. But thank you guys very much for tuning in. I'll be sure to make some more videos pretty soon here. Everybody have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye bye.